Welcome to this segment of Soul, Silence, and Sound. This is brought to you by BeSimply.
Stars, trees, clouds, and the moon. They all have a meaning and they look just like you.
Welcome to this segment of Soul and Lunar Cycles, the new moon, musing and meditation, part of our Soul, Silence, and Sound weekly series. And this is all brought to you by BeSimply. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being here in this moment. This is Suzanne, and I am really excited to have this discourse with all of you today. I want to welcome each and every one of you just to open up your heart in a way that will allow you to move beyond what you grasp for in the perceptual physical world. In these talks, the aim is to, one, connect you a little bit deeper to your soul. Number two, to welcome you to understand that you are not a physical being having a potentially spiritual experience, that you're actually an eternal being having a physical experience, and what a gift that is. And so when we get to be in these suits, it gives us physicality to engage and interact and experiencing things through our senses. And we have many, many more senses than the 5. Sometimes people will say 6 senses that are known in the physicality. There are so many more. And as you deepen your meditation practice, you will deepen your gifts. They will strengthen, and your senses, depending on your eternal being, will sharpen and awaken more, and you'll reclaim. The only way to achieve that is through meditation. And yes, there are tools that are being used to help sweep out the system, like plant medicines, going into a sweat lodge, different types of ceremonies, cacao, that's plants. All those kinds of things can assist. However, they don't do the work for you, just like meditation doesn't do the work for you. It's to welcome you into this space to sit, really move beyond the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual body, in the sense that we want you to fully move beyond into the void, where all things exist and nothing exists. And it's at that tipping point that you can really harness some unexplainable things. And when you come out of that space back into the perceptual third dimension, you will retain what was either washed away or re-engaged or remembered. Not so much with words. It's like an unspoken, like, oh, wow. So with this new moon that's coming in, we're at the 10th cycle for northern and southern hemisphere, and the 9th for the equator. And as we're entering deeper into fall, we're getting prepared to be fully in the yin in winter. And then as we enter deeper into the spring, we're preparing to be fully in the yang. And so we're constantly in this dance with one another, this Taoist perspective of the yin and the yang, constantly balancing. And at this moment, we are remembering that it's not good versus evil. It's not bad versus good, meaning activities that you really, when you're in balance, when you're in yoga, in union with the masculine and feminine within you, you're in your full power. Similar to when you spend time cultivating a relationship from the inside out, you start to activate your eternal skills and deepen them, meaning that you get this opportunity when you incarnate to deepen some of these spiritual tools, because you have an interface that's a little different than just being energetic form in the universe. And it's almost like you get a feedback loop, cause and effect. It still exists in those other locations, but it's a little different because there's a lot more that is visible in non-physical form. So with this new moon, we are entering a moment where, these veils and these separations continue to happen. And it's an opportunity to really deepen from the eternal space versus the physical space. It does not mean that physicality isn't happening and that you're not having great fortune and adversity or a little bit of it all in your life. However, if you are willing to move from an eternal space and eternal love and divine love, life becomes a lot easier because you're making a choice that is in resonance. And the only way you get to access fully this energy is to be in right action. And so right action is not about a list of commandments or a list of precepts. It's actually a process where you start to peel away, and it's like a kind of like a no-brainer, like, oh, I'm absolutely not going to do that, because you've deepened your relationship with yourself, that you're like, whoa, you understand the consequence, not only in this physical lifetime, but beyond. And no matter what your theological belief system is, I promise you, those higher realms that you might be aspiring to be, it's important to slough away as much as possible, because the entry into those dimensional spaces requires really to be in right action. And that right action naturally percolates, and then you embody it. So when we're here now, and there's so much upheaval and transition happening on so many levels, from the micro to the macro, at times this is when each and every one of us can want to grasp, to be exhausted, I don't want to do this anymore kind of thing. Like, oh, it's so tough. However, if you take a step back and take a deep breath, and within your own understanding of your faith, or even if you don't have a faith, that's okay. Just if you step back and say, okay, if I really understand that this three-dimensionality of the world system is an opportunity to refine who I am as an eternal being. And that eternal being, the one thing, if you're going to carry anything forward, is love. And so if you know love in your heart, and you can extend it to everywhere you go. Sure, sometimes people will press you, or sometimes energies will come at you. Yet it's truly where the energy of your heart and your mind goes that it starts to magnetize those moments to you. And sometimes that's when we've lost awareness. Sometimes that's when our mind is so busy that we forget to be present with what's in around us, or we get up in someone else's business and we start to attract maybe that which is causing us discomfort, versus stepping back and say, okay, I'm going to really ground down in this energy of eternal love. That's what carries us beyond here. And divine love is with us eternally. And that's this unexplainable force that is all in and around every single one of us. And it's our choice if we want to access it and if we want to be with it. It's kind of like our silent backup, yet oftentimes we choose not to engage until we need it, until we're in our 9th hour. And that's what a lot of these prophecies were written about, is in the 9th hour, when everyone's maybe lost a faith with themselves and a community, or just the world at large, that the grasping gets deeper. And so right now, if you choose to really sit and be with the eternal love that runs through each and every one of us, the divine love that runs through each and every one of us, it will align you and calibrate you with others that are harmonizing where you have evolved to on your eternal journey. And so when we step out of all the sound bites, the dogma, all those things that are constructed to actually distract us from getting to know our eternal being, then we're in disharmony, we're in imbalance, and we start trying to engage with people, places, and things to argue, to divide, to debate, to create that bad versus good, to really amplify the duality. Now, of course, it's okay to have differences of point of views, or maybe you like to put on your left sock before your right sock, and someone else likes to put on their pants before they put on their socks, whatever it might be. That's okay. Yet when we all choose, if we're capable and ready to really move from a place of non-attachment, meaning that you are not grasping at anything, you're committed to being a conduit of exchange with this eternal love, and really getting to know it, how it interfaces with your eternal being, and how it can support you and those you love. And so as we enter into this lunar cycle, it's always fascinating to me, because when these moments are so ripe for the eternal study and contemplation and inward moments, it seems the outside world around us likes to attempt to distract us and help us lose our awareness. And so how to be aware in these moments is, one, even though there are many things that need our attention as from human to human, you can do that, and you can do it so beautifully through this eternal divine love. And a beautiful, I think, example of this has been all over the world. There's been these cataclysmic moments that are actually horrific and a gift all in the same breath, because people are coming together, human to human, and helping each other out. I mean, you have a whole group of Amish people traveling by the busloads to build houses. It's going to make me cry. In southeastern quadrant of the United States, in North Carolina. They're not asking for any resources. They just need a place to rest their head at night. And they will come in, and the Amish are very efficient at creating natural joinery and furniture, barns, all these things. And so it's just so beautiful to see that. And then to see that in Hawaii, in North Carolina and Florida, and other parts of the world, down in the Philippines, in Mexico, I haven't investigated what they're doing, but people self-organize. So we're proving to ourselves in this moment that we can eternally have each other's back, irregardless of the dogma that we incarnated into. And it's love that propels us into that action. It's love that says it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter what your economic status is. I just want to help. And for some people that can't go to the location, that might be spreading the word. For other people, it means going to the location and getting your hands dirty and helping each other out. Either way, that is what this moment is about. And the stronger we stand together eternally in our cosmic tapestry in that love, it amplifies. And I was just sharing this week with one of my children that no matter what, love is the answer. Like if you are in danger and you go to your heart to understand what you need to do in that moment, you will be guided by that divine eternal love. And it will support you in the most mysterious ways. And it's sometimes not what you would think it would be, because when we go in a mode to maybe fight or push and pull, sometimes that's not in harmony with divinity. Yet, I will state, because many practices around the world, from an esoteric spiritual standpoint, there is an element of protection. And the reason that is there, protection practices are there, because there are distortions out there. There are energies that have their way with each and every one of us and from the unseen realm. So protection is invited when needed. Yet if it's held in love, it is like a master samurai that you can never imagine just at face value. It might be something you really work at, but when it happens, it'll never leave you. That imprint will leave you in awe and in gratitude. So as we continue on into this lunar cycle, I want to invite each and every one of you to really take some moments to evaluate where you can stand in love. And sometimes that love will lead you to a new location. It'll lead you to a new group of people or opportunities. Because again, when you're in the eternal space, you're harmonizing with energies that are holding that cosmic divine tapestry. When you're in a push-pull, it's almost like when the weaver gets all janked up and there becomes knots and pushing and pulling, and you have to take everything apart and reload your warps and wefts, your threads, to start over again. Not completely over, but to start over in that section. And so I want you to think about that, because as soon as you shift it, then you can start to see, like, how can I be of service in this moment? How can I assist this person that's maybe miserable or suffering so deeply? Because it's no longer about being offended. You know, it's very easy to get offended by people's words and suggestions. Yet that's not really a heart. That is someone's suffering or someone's lack of awareness or inability to perceive the world from all directions. And so, if inspired, take some space to see what's been rising up in and around you, as always, with the new moon. Listen really, really deeply. And then as you listen, I want to invite you just to be like, wow, what can I do in this moment to get to know this eternal love? And how can I invite divinity to assist me on a daily basis? And sometimes that's just that check and balance. That's that mirror of where you're not, where it doesn't feel good. And if anything is renting too much space in your mind or your heart or your body, that's a sign that that's not in harmony with you from within to the outside world. And so if you create the space to harmonize with yourself, that means the physical being to the eternal being, you will be pleasantly surprised. And it'll start to shift how you relate to the world around you and what shows up. So lots of beautiful things. And no matter what is happening around, because part of transformation and metamorphosis is not pretty. I've had to jump off many cliffs myself. And it's can be exhilarating when you stay in that divine resonance. So I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into this portion, and now inviting you to rise up into a seated position. And as you rise up, taking a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, releasing everything that I just shared and just settling deeper into your heart center. Again, inhale. And exhale. Another one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Gently from there, I welcome you to gently lean back and recline or move fully into Shavasana, a prone position on your back with your palms facing upward as we transition into receiving sound. As you settle in, just take a nice gentle breath into the heart and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. And one more inhale. And exhale. And then continue to follow your natural breathing pattern.
ane ani om, ado ane ai, ane ani om, ane ani om, ado do ani alam, ane ani om, ado ani ai, ane ani om, ane ani om, ado do ani ai, ane ani lam, ado ani ai, Doje onge 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 ne onge 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 e onge 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 e onge 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 onge.
Taking a soft, gentle breath in and out of your heart center. And as you continue to breathe in and out, I welcome you to bring your awareness to my speaking voice. And when you're ready, if you're lying down on your back or your side, feel free to rise up into a seated position. And then gently from there, taking a deep breath in and out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Another one, inhale. And exhale. And as you continue to breathe in and out, I just welcome you to just be present for the moment. And with some of that contemplation around eternal love, encourage you to even dedicate or give away your great practice that you just went through to people, places, that you feel they would benefit from your action. Kind of a pebble in the pond, an offering to them that they may receive some inner calm, and it'll ripple from you to them. And so if inspired, I encourage you all to each day during this lunar cycle to connect with the eternal love, the divine love, the unexplainable. That's what ether is. Ether is that sticky stuff, that unexplainable stuff that helps transmit that which we are. And during this time of year in Northern Hemisphere, during the fall season and spring, there's less foliage around that helps transmit it very quickly, and that veil is thinner. And it's not that something's far away. There's just more space because there's new foliage coming up if it's spring and foliage dropping off that allows for cleaner transmission and for that sticky stuff, that eternal love, divine love to help you along the way. And this is why during these 2 seasons, it's really helpful to practice communicating and speaking what you want, and to regulate your emotions and learn how to utilize your emotions for the benefit of all. And so may each and every one of you deepen your relationship with divine love, eternal love, and may that which causes you suffering find harmony and balance with you, or simply fall away. So until next time, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I want to thank Dante Marino, Random Rab, Kadri Scott. We'll be exiting out with little Kadri Scott. And I, with that being said, want to thank you. I have a gentle smile on my face with bright eyes, a deep bow, and a namaste. Be simply.
The